Hello there, Carly here. I'd like to share something today. I tried out a Nintendo Switch, at school. So, it started when I was at the lounge in my school, and a kid at school bought a Switch with him. And I was excited to try it out. So at first we started talking about it, and it was at lunchtime, and we agreed that we'd try it out when it comes to lounge time. And then when we were at the lounge time, so it started where he opens the case for his Switch. I get to hold on to it, and it felt really good. A bit smaller than the Wii U gamepad, but it felt incredibly fine. So basically, it was just a blast for me. Everything from the shoulder buttons to the analog sticks feeling really smooth, like the sticks on the Wii U gamepad and the PlayStation 4 controller, which I had. Maybe better than the Xbox One controller. I don't have an Xbox One, but I've tried that controller at GameStop and Target and Best Buy. Least times it's been on Best Buy. Least amount of times, and it felt comfortable. And I've heard some people complain about like Re-Res and Review Tech USA. I mean, the guy Re-Res was basically complaining about the right stick being, pretend this is the Switch, with the right stick being on here instead of over here, meaning that it felt crooked over here. I don't know. Maybe Nintendo made it like that so to make it feel like a GameCube or Xbox controller. Anyway, let's see what's up in my script. So, we started playing 1-2 Switch. So it wasn't Breath of the Wild. We had to do something that is multiplayer, so we did 1-2 Switch, and the minigame that we started doing is Quick Draw. In that case, you have to have 2 players on every minigame. So on Quick Draw, one guy had one controller. Pretend this is a Joy-Con, and the other had another. Now, these are black because I got the black versions because they had Wiimotes inside. I thought it would be cool to get 2 black ones and 2 white ones. I actually have 3 white ones. Anyway, so it was a kind of a blast for me. In fact, so this is how you basically do Quick Draw. For those that don't know how to do it, you basically have to face each other in the eye. Both players have to face each other in the eye. Pretend this is a Joy-Con. Yeah, they're actually called Joy-Cons. That's the name of the detachable controllers. And then, ready, steady. You have to wait for some seconds. This actually judges you by your time, concentration, and maybe speed. And you getting ready. And right when it yells at fire, I basically do this. And, like, pretend this is the ZR button. I mostly use the red Joy-Con because the guy that had the Switch, the boy that had the Switch, wanted me to use the red one, so I was fine with it. And, anyway, so basically, I won every single match during that time. No matter what. It was like 3 matches, and all of them I won at, because I was really good. I mean, oops, sorry about that. I've been practicing nerf shots with my brother. Like how they do it, like what cowboys do sometimes. Maybe not just cowboys. Sorry about that was just fine. It felt itchy. And then we did that samurai one. What was it called? I don't know what it was called. Called something. And like almost every, actually I won at like the entire, I was a king at the game. Compared to the other dudes that tried out the Switch, there were two other boys that tried out the Switch besides me. One was younger than me, the one older, and basically we did this. It's Samurai Showdown. Again, pretend this is a Joy-Con. Anyway, so basically, one player has to do this. The other player basically has to clap. Now, you might want to make sure you don't hurt your hands when doing that when playing 1-2 Switch, but you have to clap it when the person that does the sword that does the sword part slashes, and if you don't clap and if it hits you, the one that slashes wins. Then we did table tennis, which I was good at. I wanted that again. What was that dice one again? The running one, the kid that had the Switch had a hard time trying to get his Joy-Con ready, but I didn't blame him at the time. I don't know how he did. Oh, and by the way, his Switch, which is probably most likely going to be the Switch that I get, same kind of Switch I get actually. He had a blue and red version. I might most likely get that kind of version too, rather than gray. I've never gotten a console that is part or fully blue or part or fully red. Then we did some of Wizard, which was pretty cool. In fact, though you did have to shake a lot for some reason. Actually, in fact, I was really good at it. I could spin this thing really fast. Pretend this is the Joy-Con. It was a little bit painful, but still worth it. I still had fun charging the wand. You basically had to do this to charge your character's wand. And you have to do this. And they even had counterattacks too, and all of that. Whoa, it was just a blast. Can you imagine? I mean, I have seen a few people that have been that weren't impressed about it, but personally, I've tried it out and I enjoyed it. In fact, who knows? Maybe I might get it. I might most likely get Splatoon 2 with it, but if I get the chance to get 1-2 Switch, I probably might. Sorry about that. I don't know why I looked over there. I might invite my dad, mom, or brother to play, and we could have a blast. If we get 1-2 Switch, that is. I might mostly get Splatoon 2, or most likely get Splatoon 2. Maybe even Kingdom Hearts 3 if that comes. Maybe if that comes. And it might, I mean, I've heard people saying that Nintendo's Switch third-party support will depend on hardware and not sales. I've heard some people saying that. I don't know if it's true. If it is true, let me know in the comments. I'm not entirely sure because I've only seen one guy say it, like about one guy. Some people saying it. In fact, such as Shokio, he made a video about it saying that it'll depend on third-party support. It'll depend on sales and not hardware. I think maybe hardware, not sales. Something, I don't know. But some people said that specs didn't matter. Which might most likely be possible since it's a cartridge-based system. We're not sure how much space they could handle, at least at this point. I haven't seen anyone let me know. I don't know anything about about how much the cartridge can hold. They might be customizable. I mean, they might be, but we don't know. In fact, I've heard people talk. In fact, apparently, now Wikipedia did used to say that the cartridges, aka game cards for the Switch, could take 128. Right now, Wikipedia says 1-32. I don't know. I don't think that can possibly be true. As you know, what if Nintendo, especially Nintendo, or even Nintendo, what if they make a game, and what if they have to cut some parts during hardware due to hardware limitations? I mean, this is I'm sure. I mean, when it comes to cartridges, it's probably not going to be like the N64 versus PlayStation 1 days. It's probably not going to be like that where they had to stick to cartridges and people just moved to the PlayStation because of most likely how much space the cartridges had. It might have not depended on what kind of media it uses. It probably depended on how much space it had. I mean, actually, probably did matter if it uses cartridges just at the time when it came to 1990s. Either way, well, then again, at an earlier time before the N64 and PS1, consoles that did use discs kind of failed a bit. So that was before the PlayStation and N64. Moving on to the Switch. So since Wikipedia is saying that the cartridges will use 32 gigabytes, up to 32 gigabytes from one, I didn't believe it because I checked all the references. I think it's how you pronounce it. Reference? Reference. Or have it sources. Basically, not one source even you even said about anything about how much the cartridges take, so that part's gotta be false. So, I don't know. Maybe I might, go to my computer over there. This is not the room where my computer is, or laptop. I might edit that and replace that with unknown. So, I might replace it with unknown. Basically that. Anyway, I'm just hoping those cartridges can hold up the amount of space that'll be enough, if not more than enough, for upcoming third-party games. I know Nintendo wants this, or every company wants third-party support, or all three: Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. Overall, anyway, let's talk about the Switch besides the cartridges. Anyway, as far as I can tell, unknown for me right now. Let's just hope that they can put major third-party games. Anyway, moving on. So what did the Joy-Cons feel like? I already explained it. They felt really comfortable. In fact, it's cool that you can detach them so you can for motion controls. It may not be for every third-party game. It may not be for that many third-party games, but it'll do. Who knows? Maybe Just Dance 2017, which is coming to the Switch. I saw people talking about it. It's literally confirmed, especially on that list of Nintendo Switch games. I'm very sure they did that. They are also putting Steep, which is an open world game, which isn't so bad. Anyways, for Just Dance 2017, this will probably mean that you'll be able to the game will also notice your left hand, not just your right hand, like what it had to do with the Nintendo and Sony versions, especially Wii U, Wii, and PS3 and PS4. Maybe the PS4 used two motion controllers. Pretend these are the PS motion controllers. Maybe it did something like that. I don't know. The Wii version and Wii U versions could have used that, but at the same time, since it can only go up to 4 players on the Wii itself, I don't know why, but either way. Anyways, for the Switch, now for those who are gonna ask me if I'm gonna buy it, well, I am. I'm absolutely gonna buy it. And as for questions, what else? Now, some of you will also be asking, what will I buy it for the Switch other than Splatoon 2 and maybe 1-2 Switch? Now, personally, I don't know about Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild might seem pretty frustrating. And I don't like games. I don't entirely enjoy playing games where I rage a lot. It's uncomfortable. I mean, it's horrible to rage for something frustrating. I mean, sure, games can be frustrating sometimes, but there's one we can all know: never rage about it. Anyways, for that, I might also buy Super Mario Odyssey, and maybe the upcoming Fire Emblem games that they put. They might. In fact, I'm very sure they're going to put Pokemon. There is an Untitled Pokemon game as far as I've checked online on the internet. I've checked a lot of places, and Wikipedia is one of those places that says an Untitled Pokemon game. Who knows? Maybe it might be Pokemon Stars. I don't know. I haven't checked yet, but I'll check. Anyways, for that, I have some questions for you. Will you be buying a Nintendo Switch? What games will you get for it? Do you think this could succeed? Now, for those asking me that, I think it could. It might. In fact, it was not only does the name not have Wii in it, which is what hurt the Wii U, especially the sales part, because plenty of people thought it was just a gamepad add-on for the original Wii, except people that bought the Wii U, like I did. I think this is not a gamepad add-on as far as for those people that know about the Wii U. If you know a lot about the Wii U, you probably know that it's not a gamepad add-on, but some people that didn't know much thought it was. Anyway, and also, I think it was marketed pretty well. In fact, even Review Tech USA admits that. He made a video about the Super Bowl ad, which he said it was absolutely brilliant. I personally, whatever he said, I think it'll do better than the Wii U. Now, for those that disagree with me, that's fine. But if you disagree, please do not dislike the video, because most of the time, these thoughts are my opinions, and you know what? Opinions are opinions. Anyways, for that, so what are your thoughts? Do you think I could have had a better enjoyment? Do you guys think that it was a good time to try it for the first time? Well, what are your thoughts? Anyway, Carlos signing out. Have a good one.